value for better protection. Get your ship and cargo covered with us today. To better serve you, you can now purchase your insurance online from the comfort of your home. Caricom General Insurance Company, Inc., located at 121 Regent and Ornock Streets. You can contact us on telephone numbers 225-1787 or you can try 269-0020.
A pleasant good afternoon to you. Welcome to the Wake Up Guyana show with Tony from Mahaicony. Today is April 19th, 2021. Thank you for joining us. The phone lines are open right now. The number to reach us is 226-7453, 226-7453. And if you're in the diaspora, 622-2222. 622-2222. Hope you had a wonderful weekend, and thank you for joining us. And for those who faithfully listen to us on a daily basis, thank you so much. Let's go right to the news. Remind you tonight, Mr. Lao's show is on tonight at 7:20 p.m. Tonight, strongly encourage you to listen to the listen to the Glenn Lau show tonight at 7:20 p.m. And Mr. Lau show is on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This show, the Wake Up Guyana show, comes to you on a daily basis, Monday through Friday at 1400 hours. So we thank you for joining us. Let's go right to the news. The news starts off bad news for Mahaicony supermarket boss. So the story reads, Mahaicony supermarket boss stabbed while fighting off bandits. So first I like you to pray for Mr. Mahaicony that he is recovering and recuperating safely, and thank God that he is alive and hopefully he's not seriously or badly wounded. You know, when I read this headline, the first question that came to my mind was, Mahaicony supermarket boss should be eligible for a firearm. I know in this country it's not easy to get a firearm license, but I'm pretty sure that at his level, he probably were able to get one. And if he were able to get a firearm, why did he not have it that on him at that time when he was robbed? Because had he had that firearm on him at that time, we would have had less bandit on the road. He would have used that firearm and take care of those bandits so they wouldn't be able to come and rob you next time. So the thing I don't like about some firearm holder, and I don't know if Mr. Mahaicony has one, but I've seen many of them have their firearm like a toy. They just set it on the table or set it on the bed or set it on the chair somewhere, but very rarely do they keep it close to them at all times in a state of preparation. When you live in a country like Guyana, where crime is very high, where what happened to him is not rare, you have to be alert, you have to be prepared for such things. How many times have we heard people drive up to their gate, and when they're about to open their gate to go into the yard, someone comes and rob them? If you have a firearm, when you get out your car and you're going to open your gate, your safety on that firearm should be off. You should be in a ready position. As soon as anybody move, you said nobody move, nobody get hurt, and you start firing without asking any questions. Carla, go right ahead. Welcome to the Wake Up Guyana show.
Hi. Good afternoon to you, sir.
A pleasant good afternoon to you.
Yes, my contribution this afternoon, I want to talk about the minibus and the operators on the road. We have had this incident last week where we saw this minibus driver assaulting this woman, hitting her phone out of hand because she spoke about the fact that he was playing ridiculous, vulgar music in a very loud tone, volume. And he assaulted her. Now, we heard that matter is ongoing at the court. But what are we doing about these minibus and these taxi drivers? I mean, for years now, we've always heard that people, the authorities spoke about these matters, but nothing ever done about it. You just hear about it, and then it dropped just like that and gone down the drain. And things remain the same. Everything goes the same way all the time. The lawlessness never stops. So I would like to know what is it that the authority is doing now, because Guyana is a blooming country. We have tourism sector is on the rise. Now, are we going to have tourists come to Guyana to face these kind of problems? These kind of people to transport them around, to move them around, people without any courtesy and hospitality?
Caller, I would like to ask, what is your solution?
Well, my solution, I personally think that for the minibuses, the drivers need to be cautioned and trained, need to dress with a dress code. They should have a display badge as identity to prove that, well, you're a driver. And we need to remove the touts from the park. The touts from the park. And these minibuses and them, I think that they should have webcam or dash cam, wake up dash cam, so that we can have live coverage of every activity that go on in the bus, whether with a passenger, a commuter that travel, or with the driver of the minibus. And these buses should be operated in a orderly fashion.
Caller, I love all your ideas, but it sounds like you have a dream.
Well, let me tell you something.
Am I correct? This is your
yes.
dream. Your dream. I have a dream that one day the bus drivers would conduct themselves with decency and order, that they wouldn't curse out and talk down to passengers, that they would dress like professionals, that they would have cameras in all the minibuses, and that tourists will come and be happy to ride in the bus. This is your dream, right, caller?
Yeah, of course.
And when do you think that dream may come through, sir?
Well, I had been an operator in the public transportation services for a number of years, but I'm now out of it. I'm not operating in that field. But I wish to see, this is my dream, of course, I wish to see that this come to light. But, of course, before this can come to light, we need to have a proper or a stable police force. And
that's another dream you have there, sir.
That's another dream. Well, my take on that, let me be honest with you. My take on that, my opinion on that is that Guyana needs to set up some forces, some secret forces, like how we got in America, we got the CIA,
yes,
FBI, and so forth. And we need to set up some secret forces.
Caller, you started this conversation, and you could have stopped right there. Everything remains the same. That was your first words.
Yeah.
Okay. Call me back in 20 years, and we're gonna have the same conversation. You're gonna start off with, Tony, everything remains the same. I can say, we're still gonna dream.
We're still gonna dream.
Right?
All right.
Because everything you say, sir, people have been saying that for years and years and years. And as you rightly said, things remain the same.
Yeah, things always remain the same. I do hope that we can have some changes now, though. I pray for that.
I always tell my listeners, if you eating from the same mango tree, it's not gonna taste any different, sir.
Yeah.
And that's what we have here. We have one mango tree, and that's all we get. The same taste. And we dream that the mango one day will taste different.
Yeah.
But we know it won't. We live in denial. You know, we know that those mango gonna taste the same, but somehow we think
We're looking for
magically,
another taste.
yeah, magically, something magically gonna happen, and the mango gonna all of a sudden taste differently.
I understand.
Or like for example, some people been dreaming that for ice apple to grow in Guyana.
Well,
Ice apple.
I heard they have ice apple growing in Region 7.
I've heard
That's
that.
good.
I've heard it all my life, but trust me, sir, hearing and seeing is two different
It's
things.
two different stories.
Okay, thank you for calling.
Okay, you're welcome. Have a
Okay,
good day.
thank you, sir. That caller start off with a really good day to start our conversation. The phone lines are open, so this is your show. Whatever you want to talk about, caller, go right ahead. Welcome to the Wake Up Guyana show.
Good afternoon, Tony.
A pleasant good afternoon to you, ma'am.
And how are you?
I am too blessed to be depressed and too anointed to be disappointed. Go right ahead.
Well, I just called to tell you I have the vaccine before it
Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Canal number 2, 82 years old, and she finally.
That is giving it for the health center in Canal number 2.
Yes.
And Sunday is not a working day, and my son took me there.
I am. That's.
But thank you so much for giving me the opportunity and to spend your time, for take that trouble to come to care of me. But you see, God is good and great.
And I'm thank you for.
At 4 weeks' time, I have to go back for my second dose.
Okay, good, good. I'm so proud of you for getting it, and I hope all the senior citizens would
And
follow your example.
I don't feel no strange effect. I am just the same way, right?
Wonderful. Continue to wear your mask still, though. Okay.
Yes, my son sent some from America for me.
And you
I
wear it.
don't go out, Tony. I don't
Okay.
only go to the NIS office.
Right.
I don't really go out.
Okay. Good.
I just go home. So, you still send masks and it's and stuff for me.
Okay. Thank you for
So
calling.
thank
We got
you
lots
so
of
much.
calls.
Yeah, the side of canal
Okay.
number 2.
Thank you, ma'am. The phone lines are open, 226-7453. Whatever you want to talk about, let's talk about that. My solution to this Matai boss getting stabbed, every Guyanese, as long as they're responsible, as long as they pass a background check, give them a firearm. Give them a firearm, so when the thieves come, they would start shooting first and then ask questions afterwards. This man, if he had his firearm on him, and please don't get a firearm and then don't keep it on you. Go right ahead, caller.
A pleasant good afternoon.
Pleasant good
my
afternoon to
brother.
you too.
This is your sister from Sophia.
Yes.
I ain't get you for a very long time. I tried, but I ain't get you. Now, the man would have tell you that you're talking too much. I was listening, I follow everything. Don't worry with the man. You ain't talking too much because I am a patriotic Guyanese and I'm learning from when you speak. Good. Let me go ahead with other things. Now, the last time, it's like a month back or so, when you had the GPL people on air, and when I call in and talk about the thief in current and so on. Since then, they did send some investigator or whoever is them around here. But what they do, let me tell you, they making a mock out of me. They take out my guards at the gate and put it on the cell phone, and they do nothing, and the current continue thieving, and it's bothering me and hurting me. Why? Because my husband is a pensioner, and he got to pay that bill whenever it comes. Sometimes it comes less, it comes more, he got to pay that bill or else we like them cut. And people just move in, and they're burning fridge, they're burning TV, every single thing free. So this is what I want to get over to you. All they do is make a mockery, they ain't do nothing. Second, presently now, the road is doing, and the people contractor who doing the road, the man who thief in the current, come out and play like if he helping to do the road because he want to cover down the wire and protect the wire from the contractor them in seeing it and getting it. And the contractor should not have allowed him to say he fixing or doing anything. He come with workers, let the worker work. He must suspect. And although I holler out and said they Stephen Curran, he still in take my what I'm saying. So I call public infrastructure, but I ain't seen nothing going on that yet. I'm watching them presently now, and it's still the TFA wire still burying down, and the contractor they're working on the road.
Thank you, caller. Let's give somebody else an opportunity. Phone lines are open, 226-7453. So as you hear it for yourself, listeners, here's a caller who did the right thing, contacted the right agency, provided the right information, and nothing changed. It remains
Hello,
the same.
Tony. Good afternoon.
A pleasant good afternoon to you, sir. Go right ahead.
Mr. Tony,
Go right ahead, sir.
I hear you talking about Guyana. To me, using my walk of this country. We incite nonsense on this radio program. You look at the opposition. Talking stupidness.
Okay, caller. Thank you for calling. Next call, please. And by the way, I just want my listeners to know that I did not disconnect the phone. Raj did not disconnect the phone. He hung up. We got several callers like him who call and they just give their view and then they hang up. So that's his opinion. Caller, welcome to the Wake Up Guyana show. Go right ahead.
Good afternoon.
A pleasant good afternoon to you, sir.
I want to make something very clear to you. I think Ganlal is doing nice work, but the other side of it, he's talking a lot of things, and he wants to run for president when the time he started. I observed this. That's why I call upon the people concerned the Isle to come out. But he not tell the people them that what Dubai and Kuwait take years to give people money and they still got to work. He not tell the people that you can get oil money today and next 2 years, 3 years, 4 years and give out. And when you give out $100,000 a year tax, the country don't need money. Dubai and Kuwait take about 10 to 12 years, pump 1 million barrel oil a day. Right? Forget that kind of money. Forgive them people. And they still got to go to work. Because if they don't work, how the country got to run?
Caller, let me ask you this. Have you ever been to Kuwait?
I follow the story in
Okay.
Kuwait. I follow the story. I follow the war, what I had there
Yes.
with Saddam.
So
and attack the people.
So do you know for a fact that the people in Kuwait, the Kuwaitis, do work? You know that for a fact?
Yeah, they're working.
Sir, let me tell you, I've been to Kuwait, and not a single Kuwaiti. I'm not talking about the people from different countries, which they have many of those from different
Yeah,
countries.
sir.
Let me finish, sir. Let me finish, because you never been there. I've been there. The people from all over the world comes and work in Kuwait, and the Kuwaitis does not work. I'm not telling you what I heard in the news. I'm not telling you what somebody told me, what I've read in the papers. I am telling you first-hand witness, sir. So please get your your facts correctly.
Okay, listen now. What happened to the civil servant? Who go run the country?
The
Are the foreigner run the country?
Yes,
Foreigner come
yes.
I'll work.
no, the foreigners. Let me
Wait
tell.
to do the civil servant work.
Okay, let me answer your question. The farmers them sweep the streets, cook the food. They're the maid, wash the cars, all the civil service work. The foreigners do it. Most of the foreigners are from Philippines, India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and all over the world.
I don't believe what you're saying, man.
Well, if you don't believe it, sir, I can't help you because you read it in the papers. I saw it for myself.
I am telling you how I see it on the news.
Yes.
How those people operate.
I just told
During
you.
that Gulf War, with the people in America take over Saddam sent people them, and America had to defeat them from the people them.
Yes.
And then we follow what going on.
Okay, sir.
So
Thank you
everybody
very
get
much.
there, and
Have a
start
nice day. Let's have another
caller.
caller. Here's a caller. He wasn't there. I given him the facts, not fiction, and he doesn't believe the truth. So he doesn't want the truth. You know why he doesn't want the truth? because he can't handle the truth. Caller, go right ahead. Welcome to the Wake Up Guyana show.
That caller right, that's why he's telling you that. Because you look at opposition, there's nothing what the government do not please you. You always criticizing the government, Tony. You always criticizing the government. You never talk one thing good about this government yet. Never. You look at the opposition.
Okay, caller. Thank you very much. You finish? Okay. The phone lines are open. I like to hear all views, those who agree and those who disagree. So bring it on. This is a show for you, and you have the right to your opinion. Caller, go right ahead. Welcome to the Wake Up Guyana show.
A pleasant good afternoon. That man that abusing you and telling you you're like an opposition, he better go to school and get some more education. That's why I want to tell you. He's one who is part of Guyana, all the island, the wealth selling out the country. He's one.
Thank you, ma'am. Next call, please. 226-7453. Can we all just get along? That's what I want for Guyana. That's my solution. What is your solution for Guyana? Mine is, can we all get along? I know it's just a dream, but I'm just going to dream. Caller, go right ahead. Welcome to the Wake Up Guyana show.
Yes, good afternoon to you, Tony.
A pleasant good afternoon to you.
My concern is this first batch of COVID grants, majority, and when I say majority, maybe 80% of Guyanese has not received that 25,000. And now I saw on
and
the
do
news...
you know what, ma'am? You know what's the bad part? Not
What?
a single person from that donation are willing to come on the air and answer question. No.
I'm willing to come on here and ask a lot of questions.
No, I'm talking
about
about the one that giving out the donations.
And also, Tony, what I'd like to implement on is the education system. Now, I see that they're handing out, they're looking across the Caribbean to assist in many different countries pertaining to the education. And they're searching for this talent and that talent. Now, we are waiting on worksheets from Ministry of Education. Well, the schools are claiming they haven't received them. This is the second week into the third term. And we are waiting. We're literally scraping to get the money to go and print the worksheets instead of having to wait and our children being left behind with the school process. This is ridiculous.
Well, I'm glad you're not waiting because you'll be waiting in vain. So you're doing the right thing.
I'm going to take this stuff forward because I'm going to put this globally on social media. This is ridiculous. This is overbearing. We didn't put that. They have been put there by us and they can be removed. I want them to know this. We can remove them.
And then the worst part is, thank God that you can afford to buy it, but what about those parents who can't afford it?
Last week it costed me $500 to print a few sheets.
Wow.
I can't afford it this week.
And you see that?
I really can't.
And this is what happens to this country during this pandemic. The rich kids gonna continue to get wiser, more educated, and the poor kids gonna fall behind academically.
Let me make this point clear to every Guyanese out there. They are implementing their next candidacy for president also along the same wavelength that I'm speaking of. This is what they're doing. And this is, Guyanese people need to wake up. We really need to wake up and stand as one. We are one nation, one people, one destiny. And we must live by this motto.
And listen, ma'am, that motto, one people, one nation, one destiny, it's a mirage. It's a myth. It's something that we've been saying all our lives, but it's not true because we are not one nation. We do not have one destiny, and we are not one people. We never was. We never will, and let's stop saying that because it's not true. It's like the American says. Listen to this. Listen to what the Americans say in their Constitution. In the American Constitution, they said, and I quote, "We hold these truth that all men created equally, and they are endowed with the power of God." And for many, many years, Black Americans were not treated as a full human being, even though the Constitution says that they all created equally. Same with
One other
us.
point.
We
One other
believe
point, too.
we're one people, one nation, one destiny, and we're not. Continue,
I
ma'am.
wish to know how many of the ministers, vice president, presidents of Guyana can stand up on national television or social media and say, I pledge myself to honor always the flag of Guyana, and be truthful to themselves along the line of saying it. How many of them can do it, because they've never done it other than pledging themselves to fill their pockets and fill their family and friends' pockets. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you, caller. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back. Be right back, caller. That.
CARICOM General Insurance, a better value for better protection. Get your ship and cargo covered with us today. To better serve you, you can now purchase your insurance online from the comfort of your home. CARICOM General Insurance Company, Inc., located at 121 Regenton Ornock Streets. You can contact us on telephone numbers 225-1787, or you can try 269-0020.
You're listening to Kaieteur Radio, FM 99.1 and 99.5. And this is the Wake Up Guyana show that comes to you Monday through Friday at 1400 hours. Caller, go right ahead. Go right ahead, caller.
Yes, Mr. Tony. Good afternoon.
A pleasant good afternoon to you, sir.
Yeah. I heard a caller calling you there concerning Kuwait. You seems to have a lot of history of Kuwait. Do you know when Kuwait start to produce oil, and when they start to give their citizens free money?
Sir, I never said that I have a lot of history about Kuwait. All I said is that I've been to Kuwait and I've seen the Kuwaitis not working, and I've seen the third country nationals doing all the work. You name it, they did it. Other than when they got the oil and when they distributed the money, I don't have that knowledge, but I do have the knowledge that they do not work. That was my point to him. Continue.
So do you think the citizens of Guyana should get free money right now without working, get $1 million per month?
It's not free money, sir. It's money that due them, money that they earned. There's a difference between free and earned. Free is something you didn't earn. If I give you $100 for no reason at all, that's free. But if you cut my grass and I give you 100, it's not free. You earned it. The oil money, every citizen in this country earned it. Earned. So do not use the word free. Continue, sir.
Okay. Do you think that the citizens in Guyana earn money right now from the oil that they are producing for about $1 million per month, as what you all are propagating there?
What we are saying, sir, is that every citizen should get what they are due. We should not have citizens cannot pay for the insulin, sir. Insulin. $3,000 they can't afford to pay for the insulin, and most of the time it's not available in the public clinics. All we're saying is that give them what they do. Whatever they do is, give that to them. Is that too much to ask?
No, that is not too much to ask. But you don't think the current government there now is trying to bring that up to standard in the closest possible time, as he said, somewhere around by the middle of this year?
Sir, we've been given a lot of promises. We were promised for 50 years that we would not have blackout. We've been promised for 50 years that we would have continuous flow of water and portable water. Have we gotten it yet, sir?
They got a lot things better in Guyana there now, sir.
No, not just that.
Guyana,
no, I just asked you a specific question. Do we have blackouts?
Blackout is there, yes, but not the kind of blackout
were we not promised by both government? Both government promised us no more blackout. In fact, the coalition government run on that they will put an end to blackout. Do we still have
But
blackout?
Mr. Tony,
No, sir. You have to
do
answer
you
the
know
question.
that there are more houses
Sir.
today, more
Sir.
communities, more today, sir?
If we're going to have
Then
a
what-
conversation, I'm going to ask the question. I'm going to answer. You can answer my question, and then you're going to ask the question, and I'll answer your question. I can't ask you a question, and you ask me back a question. Do we still have blackouts? Yes or
Yes.
no? Did we not?
Yes,
were,
sir.
were we not promised no more blackout by both governments?
That's politics with everybody.
Okay,
Mr.
okay.
Tony.
Well, then
you cannot
what-
prevent that.
All
You
right,
cannot-
so we-
just like stealing, sir. Just like stealing, you cannot wipe out stealing. Stealing will be there all and once the wall exists, there will be stealing. We only can bring that down. And Guyana right now is bringing down its blackout situation, sir. And very soon, probably another 3-4 years, you got to take a little time, sir, to look at it. Things will improve. There's a different modus of government in the country right now. Not the kind that we used to have, a PPP, previous PPP or previous PNC. There's a different situation in Guyana today, sir. You didn't realize that?
I've been
or
here.
you didn't see that?
I've been hearing that for 50 years, sir. 50 long years. Different. It's going to be different.
Yeah, but
Every Guyanese going to have a roti on their table for 50 years, sir. 50
no,
years.
sir, they didn't have a roti. What kind of roti? Now with the flour?
Well,
We
that's-
didn't have that in the 80s.
We-
But today you can have that.
We were promised that every Guyanese going to have a roti on their table for 50 years. You know what I saw Friday and Saturday? There are people walking around and going to the different hardware store and shops, and they're getting $60. They're begging for it every weekend. This is an oil-rich country, sir. Why should people do that? What they did when I was a little child. That's what we did. We go every weekend,
Sir,
Saturday, and we go and beg for a $60 from the shops. That's happening today, sir. Are you not aware of that? Are you aware of
Sir,
that?
I am speaking from the United States here in New York.
Okay.
I am sitting in the Bronx here now, and I can tell you there are a lot of people out in the streets. They're begging in a number one country in this world. And I have a shelter not too far from me, right across the street. There's a shelter there, sir. There's a shelter. They're begging. They have to give them food to eat. They're hanging out all in the streets, begging for a quarter.
I know-
a quarter, 25 cents.
I notice you don't answer my questions, though.
What's your question, sir?
Okay, let me repeat the question. This is an oil-rich country, and people every Saturday and Friday go to the different shops and beg, and they give them 60 Guyana dollars. Sir, that's been happening from when I was a little boy. You are putting it to me that better days are coming soon. Am I correct?
Sure.
And I'm putting
sure.
it to you. I've been
Positive, sir.
wait,
Positive.
listen, and I'm putting
Positive.
it to you.
I cast
Wait,
my
wait,
ballot in the. I cast. Hello.
wait a minute. And I'm
Go
putting
ahead.
it to you that
Go ahead.
I've been told that since I was a little boy. Why should I believe it now, sir?
You don't believe Christ said he coming back on the earth. Do you believe that?
That's the only thing I
That was
believe.
saying many
That's-
years. You
that's
know,
the-
you as a Christian,
Sir.
if you are a Christian, don't you believe that Christ will be coming back? I am a Hindu. I
Right.
believe Christ will be coming back. That's what the Bible said.
Yes, and that's the only thing I believe, and that's the only thing I know for certain. Everything
Oh, you know only that
everything
thing for
humans
certain?
say, I don't believe, sir, because they failed me. They failed you. They failed the Guyanese people. And like you said, you call it politics. That's what you said it is, politics. But you don't play politics with people's lives. People are hungry in this country, sir. People can't sleep safe.
Sir, but
Wait, let me
Guyana-
finish. Let me
Guyana
finish.
has
Let me
oil.
finish.
Mr. Tony.
Wait, let me finish.
My brother Tony.
Let me finish.
My brother Tony.
Let me finish, sir.
My brother Tony. Yes, sir.
I can't sleep.
Guyana?
Wait, let me finish. I can't sleep at night when I hear a noise. I have to worry as if the thief man coming in. This is the life we live. I have blackout 2, 3 times a week. I have no water to take a shower to brush my teeth, sir. And you tell me
Sir,
better days
what-
are coming? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir. Better days coming. Sorry if I tell you, walk on the streets here in front of me here now. You are scared. People slashing your throat. They push you off into the train, into the line, into the train tracks here. You know, if you follow the news here, you'll see how many people are being slashed, are being cuffed down on the street here, just walking their way straight. They're not interfering to anybody, sir.
So-
They're not troubling anybody,
So
and they get in a cuff and a kick
And your point is,
and slash.
what's your point, sir?
My point is that better days are coming in Guyana.
When?
Don't feel that other countries are perfect and better than Guyana only. Guyana will be coming good.
When are these?
Give Guyana a chance. Guyana has oil. It's not a high-tech oil producing country, sir. They're not producing oil in the millions of, not even 500,000 barrels they're producing per day. Where would they get the money? They now start only a year. Only a year, sir. They don't even take the money yet from what they're getting.
So
They're not in my
our
place.
leaders promised us that we're going to be like Dubai, and you saying that we're not going to get that much oil after we were promised we're going to be like Dubai. That's
You get a promise. You got to wait for when they told you you would get that. Not tomorrow, not now. You have to wait. There is a new government in there, Mr. Tony, my brother Tony. There's a new government in Guyana there now. Let's give them a chance.
How long should
Why
we-
you don't want to? Why you and Mr. Glenlando want to give them a chance, sir? Give them a chance, and then we have you have a little while. Give them a little chance. Why you condemning everybody and you condemning the entire Guyana to doom, regardless of who takes it?
Sir,
The other day, selling out Guyana, and give who will buy Guyana?
Sir,
You. Yes, sir.
let me interject. We've had 9 executive presidents, sir. 9. We give every one of them a chance. You think that's not enough, or should we continue to give the next 9 a chance as well?
You don't have to give 9, Mr. Tony.
So
You have another one there now. You have another one there saying things, doing things what none of the rest had done. You have a government there that saying things, doing things that none of the other previous government have ever done. Don't you see that?
So
Don't you see that,
So you
Mr.
say
Tony, my
you
brother
say
Tony?
those first 9 executive presidents are different from the current one. Is that what you put into me?
Sure, sir, sure. I'm seeing that. Just like how we're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Everybody must have hope. You have to have hope, Mr. Tony. You can't have doom in your mind.
Hope, my friend, is a dangerous thing. Hope can make a man run mad, sir.
We're hoping that Christ will be coming back on the earth.
No, I'm
Do you
not
mean that will
hoping.
make us
I'm not
mad?
hoping about that. I know that for a fact. That's different.
That you know that for a fact.
Absolutely, sir.
That because you are being promised that, right?
Well, not only been promised, it already been paid for. When he came and he died on Calvary, he says he's going to come back. So,
Mr. Tony, we
it's
don't
not
want to go. We don't want to go into the religious aspect, or else I would tell you that nobody can pay for anybody's sin. It's unfair. You can take jail. You could take jail for your neighbor if he commit a murder. Would you take jail for your neighbor if he commits a murder? Or your neighbor will have to pay for his own sins and his own making.
I know what you're saying. You're right in what you're saying. I would not do it. But the thing is, that's what Jesus did for me, sir.
Not only for you, Mr. Tony, my brother. Hello?
Yes, no, not just for me, for all of
Not only
those.
for you, he did for me too. I am a Hindu.
Okay.
And I believe in him. I am a Hindu and I believe in him. I read the Bible too.
Okay.
I know him well. I know what he said. I believe in him. Whoever believes in him shall have everlasting life.
Amen.
Shall be saved and have everlasting. Yeah, I believe in that.
Yes.
You got to believe. If you don't believe, you ain't doing nothing. So you don't want to believe in the new president that you have in Guyana. So how you expect
The
to see progress in
the
Guyana?
difference, sir, is I believe in Jesus because he never failed me, but men have failed me. And I don't believe in men because they will fail you.
Mr. Brother Tony, I think you're living in a different world. You got to be moving into another world, not this world, because you want to live in a Christ-like world. This world today is not a Christ-like world. It's dealing with human being. There is no spiritual person here. There's no people living here in a spirit form. There's people living here in a human form. So if you're thinking about Christ and what Christ did and you're not believing in man, my brother Tony, well then you have no hope.
I do have hope. Christ is my hope. This is not my home. I'm just a pilgrim here. I'm an immigrant on this earth. I'm just passing through. This is not
All
home.
of us are passing.
Yes, this is not home. I have hope. My hope is heaven, my friend. And I don't have any hope in, I didn't have any in the 9 previous executive, and I wouldn't have any hope in any future one. Not this one here, not the next one, or the other one, or the other one, because they're all from the same mango tree, sir.
Yes, Mr. Tony, my brother Tony, I agree with you, but you cannot impose your belief onto others. It's unfair. That's your belief. I don't think you can impose that on others. I think, like myself, I think different from you, Mr. Tony. But how you talking there like everybody should believe and behave like you, I don't think that's fair. You is a moderator and you have to hold to your moderation, to your moderator position. You have to allow others to give their opinion, and you don't have to spike that. You don't have to spike that. And you're only spiking it, sir, my brother Tony. You're only spiking it when it's convenient to you. A lot of callers observe that.
What I do, sir, is when people tell me the same old solution, such as we need a new constitution, we need to unite. When I hear those things, I just said, we've been saying that for 50 years. You got to come with something
yes, sir,
new.
But a new constitution, my brother Tony, a new constitution don't come out like that. You don't get a new constitution.
Okay. I'm here to cut you off, but my boss is saying that that's not Mr. Glenlaw, my other boss, the little one. He's saying the conversation been too long. But I love the cordiality of this conversation. And this is the kind of conversation I like to have with people. We're cordial. We can agree to disagree, right? Thank you so much. Next caller, please.
Good afternoon, Mr. Tony.
A pleasant good afternoon to you, sir.
Mr. Tony, me think you should be arguing concerning this situation, Because if you is a man of God, you're supposed to believe in the Creator. You must check your Bible at Daniel 2:44, and you can see, under no man government on this earth cannot bring stability to this world that we're living in. Only under God's world, everybody will be having a perfect, living in a perfect world under a perfect ruler. Mankind God is only promised people. You check out Jeremiah, and it can show you, right? Check out Jeremiah 10:23 and hear it and see it tell you. Check out Daniel 2:44. Only under God's government, right? If you believe in God, is that we gonna have a perfect world that we living in and living and getting everything. Next thing I want to tell you, Mr. Tony, they had a program on a TV station this morning that I don't want to call, but I don't know how to please people. People saying that a lot of incidents happening, like stealing, criminals increasing, and then think God tell you these things gonna be on it's gonna increase, it ain't gonna decrease, right? But then again, they're blaming the government. You cannot blame no government because the government don't know for police people. If the government give the police them the authority to kill these people, them they got a certain amount of people in this country here. You know what they can say? That they're killing so people. You understand? They're executing people. You don't know how to please people if the government do. Yes, we getting a lot of increase, but God said these things are going to happen. So, Mr. Tony, if you believe in God, right, and read it properly, you're going to see no human being, government cannot bring stability to this world. Thank you, and have a nice day.
Thank you, caller. Next caller, please. Welcome back to the Wake Up Guyana Show. Caller, go right ahead.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hi, Tony.
Yes.
That information you just disseminate that the people of Kuwait don't work, it doesn't agree with Google. I Googled it, and it says that the people of Kuwait do work. So whether you visit the Kuwait and is giving an information, it doesn't seem right.
Okay, caller. Thank you very much. Let's give somebody else an opportunity.
All right. They got the whole day.
Thank you. Caller, all I can say is that I been there. I see it for myself. As I said, I am not telling you secondhand. I'm an eyewitness. And in the court, it says eyewitness testimony is accepted. Caller, go right ahead.
Good afternoon. I agree with the previous caller after the two, everything that's what he said. You're talking about 50 years about the government. So what you're trying to say that why we take this government out of power because you solve all the blackout and everything and the crime?
Caller, I wasn't speaking about one government. I speak for the last nine.
But this is a new government in power.
And we had 9
months now, and you just blasting this government.
Okay.
You never think positive. You always think negative all the time about this government. You never thinking about okay, things gonna be better. You're always talking about dreams. Why encouraging people? What nonsense are encouraging people?
Okay, caller. Thank you very much. Next call, please. 226-7453. Open line to you. So, we are having a great show today. Caller, go right ahead. Lots of callers coming through. So, I love when the calls are coming through. Caller, go right ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. I'm enjoying your program.
Thank you.
I just want to say you don't let these guys get too hot because the one that called from New York just now, he himself don't believe in the government because what are you doing out here? If you did believe in the government, you would have been in this country helping what's going on, but you don't believe in the government, so you have to migrate. And he sounds like a very mixed up person when it comes to religion. So don't bother with these guys. I think we should have cut him off a long time because you is the moderator for the program. You're supposed to know to control. Don't bother with the people telling you that you must allow somebody to talk and all that. You got to know to control the program. So if you know they're talking and they're making sense, you got to know to cut them off. Let somebody else get an opportunity to talk. You continue what you're doing. I'm enjoying your program. And if them believe that this government is a better government or whatever, they're dreaming. They're in a dream world because the PPP is the same PPP from the last time. Nothing will change. They're just getting worse. They're going to get worse and worse all the time. And they don't have the ability to develop this country, no matter where we get oil, diamond, gold, or whatever. They are going to continue to keep our money all the time. And God is going to shake them up sooner or later. It's only time. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Next call. Great show today. All my callers, thank you for calling. Even those who we disagree, we are not disagreeable. So I appreciate to have conversation, healthy conversation, where two people can disagree without being disagreeable. The phone lines are open, so we still got a few minutes. Caller, go right ahead. Welcome to the Wake Up Guyana Show.
The caller before the last two caller, he can speak like that
because his bread is butter. So he could say, but wait for another government and wait for another government. He getting money in his pocket. I can tell you as a patriotic Guyanese, whenever, because I campaign, whenever I go anywhere and there is blockage, when they are sharing the 25,000, they come in front of my gate and refuse to give me my 25,000. Also, even the other side, when they are sharing the 50,000, although I was out there campaigning and I'm a member of PNC, I did not get it. So
Okay,
he could
caller.
afford to talk like that.
Thank you, caller. Next call, please. We got time for about 2 more calls, so the phone lines are open, and I really thank you all for listening again today. Thank you for calling. Caller, go right ahead.
Good
Welcome to
afternoon.
the Wake Up Guyana Show.
Yes, good afternoon.
A pleasant good afternoon to you, sir.
You know, at 52 years of age, I have learned something in Guyana. Our politicians, them, and even some of the Guyanese don't seem to understand and think. So every problem, there is a solution. The only problem that don't have a solution is debt. And you know, it's one of the things all the presidents, all the ministers, everybody think that they alone know it. Watch, minibus, nice nuisance, is about 3 decades now in this country. Stop they had here, maybe 40. And all of them row it. Tony, I don't know what is the amount of noise that is acceptable. But what I'm saying, if the amount of noise you're supposed to get in a vehicle supposed to come from a 6-inch speaker, then we shouldn't bring 24 and 18 and 22-inch speaker per cell. 6-inch and 6-inch alone. Any minibus get catch with a bigger speaker than that, we seize your minibus. Case closed. That's what we need to do. Enforce the law, and if we don't have a law, make a law. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I got time for one more call, so the phone lines are open for one more call. Thank you all for being patient with me, and even though we may have different views, we are still all Guyanese at the end of the day, and I still love you. You're still my brother. You're still my sister, even if we disagree. I would not say that I am absolutely right and you are absolutely wrong, because I am not omniscient. I don't have all knowledge, so that's why I allow each person to share their opinion, even if it's different from mine, because who knows? I could be wrong or they could be wrong. So this is how it works. So looks like we're not going to have any more calls, so I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping it up. Again, reminding you to listen to the Wake Up Guyana show from 1400 hours Monday through Friday, and please listen to Mr. Lal tonight at 7:20 p.m. if you want to hear the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I strongly encourage you to listen to Mr. Lal tonight, because he has an amazing program that he's putting together for you tonight, and he's going to open the phone line so you can call and you can dialogue with him. So reminding you to pray for our friends and neighbor in St. Vincent that going through that volcano. I pray that they will be safe. Pray for the people in Barbados, where some of that debris or that dust is spilling over to Barbados. So pray for them. And also, pray for our president, President Ali. Pray that he will be successful, because when he succeeds, you and I will succeed. So pray for his success. And pray for Guyana. We are going to a pandemic. We are going to a COVID pandemic, an unemployment epidemic, crime outrageous, and this is the life that we live in, and we need your prayers. Reminding you that weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. This is Tony from Mahaicony on the Wake Up Guyana show on Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 in Demerara and Essequibo, and 99.5 in Barbies. The radio made a difference. Remind you, you can also listen to us on Kaieteur News Online, Facebook, WhatsApp, My Tuner app, Radio Garden app, and reminding you that this show comes to you again from Monday through Friday at 1400 hours. And thank you for those who listen to us locally across the length and breadth of this great and blessed nation, in the riverines and hinterland communities, and those in the diaspora, the ABCCE, America, Britain, Canada, the Caribbean, and Europe. And those Guyanese on those faraway shores, such as places as Iraq and Kuwait and Dubai. These are some of the places where we are heard, remembering our faithful listeners, Baby and Gail and Pam and Sati. Remember, these are people who listen every day, and even though we disagree, and Gail, we still all Guyanese at the end of the day, and we all have one thing in common, that we all want what's best for you. That's fundamentally, we all agree on that. We want what's best for you. How we get there, we disagree on the approach, we disagree on the method, we disagree on various issues, but we all agree that we want what's best for you. So this is Tony from Mahaicony signing off on the Wake Up Guyana show.